What's your first Monroe? And I thought, I have no idea what my first Monroe is. It's probably the Buccleuch and Moor actually, because when I was a climber, I never did the Monroe because I was climbing, and I thought I'd never do that. But I thought of the wettest, coldest, warmest, dampest, and so I will recount those to you today. So my warmest was definitely, or warmest or hottest, was the Five Sisters of Kintyre. And my daughter Catherine will not forget that. Neither will Janet. And it was unbelievably hot. And we had a beautiful day on it.
No, we had a terrible
Did we?
swimming pools and things like that.
My wettest, also with many people here, including Susan, Pauline, and Danny and Catherine, was Skura Main in Northart. And that day started off badly because we got the boat from Inveree to the end of the loch. And the guy said, rather than drop you off at the pier, I could take you up to the very end of the loch. It would save you about miles of walking and drop you off at these rocks. So John Corey was there, he got off on the rocks, and then I was next off. But unfortunately, the day started with me falling into the sea. Hanging onto the boat. Some David was laughing at me. And then there was a man overboard. So that was pretty bad. And it was the wettest day. I also had a wet day with Joe on what was it again? Benaglow. But that was definitely wettest because we had to ford rivers in Spain. It was like it was a Ralstonian. Now the longest day, and Joe has referred to it, was with Bente and Jens Erik when we went to do the Fisherfield 2 rather than Fisherfield 6. That was 13 hours on the hill. And I can tell you, a wine box at the end of that, at 11 o'clock at night, has never tasted so good. Now, my coldest one might be when I did Biddy and Namdane with Susan, actually. And that was a beautiful day. And we went up. And
Abandoned Susan. Abandoned her.
No. It was another Ralstonian. We had a beautiful day in Biddy, and we went up Central Gully and Stogcorry and Loch, and then went up Gideon. And being a true Monroeist, I said to Susan, why don't you just wait here, Susan? Because I've got to run up Stogcorry screaming. She said, Dad, don't do that. And I said, but listen, I have to just wait there. But actually, she went down with some other guys. And that was pretty bad, actually. I know that was pretty bad.
His daughter on the hill.
But anyway, she stayed alive. I've done the warmest, I've done the coldest. Anyway, but the epicest, actually, was with Sandy Weed. The epicest was with Sandy Weed. And we were doing Ben Nevis and Carmore Gerag, actually. And we had a great day, and it was in the middle of winter. It was very, very cold. And we came down into Glen Nevis, and Sandy, there was a lot of us there, and Sandy was with this exchange student from Germany, Eberhard Schmidt. And I'll never forget this, actually. So, we got down to the car park in Glen Nevis, and several of us set off, and then we were having a pint in the Nevis Bank Hotel. And so we all got down and said, where's Sandy and Eberhard? They weren't there. And what had happened was he'd driven down and gone straight off the road into this gorge, like 90 feet down the gorge. This is a true story.
Was that the bridge of Glen Nevis?
No, much further up.
No, into
And they were in the cold water, like in the middle of winter, freezing. And then we realised, well, something must have happened to them, so we drove all the way back up. And we kind of, threw a rope down, but somehow you got back up. And that was the epic. That was before Ralstonians were invented. It was a Sandy Weedonian. And it was was reported in the Daily Record, and that was my most memorable.
There were clergymen there wanting testimony.
That's right.
What's a miracle? Hallelujah. No, honestly, that was my most epic. Anyway, that's only some. I won't tell you my most boring one, but it's been a fantastic journey doing it, and it is. I can't believe I've done my master. What I would like to say is I'd like to drink to you all, my friends that have come along tonight and today, and it's been fantastic. I'd like to say particularly Robert, my son, Monroe Bagger, he's a couch potato. No, maybe that's unkind, but I'm very happy you and Robin have come along tonight, Robert. So it's a pleasure to have you along. So thank you.